any amount of this shit loosens up, I'm trying to have card nights, dude. I've been trying to have card nights with the boys since I was 12 years old.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Shane is just waiting to have hard nights with the boys.
Card nights.
The 12-year-old boys. That's what I heard.
Card nights.
No. Well, welcome back to Zero Sigma. We have our orc feet and apron on with our stupid pink wolf headgear.
I like it.
Dane here, coming to you live, not live, as your Zero Sigma host for Season 2 of Fall Guys. We're continuing our struggle. I'm being joined with Shane. You might have forgotten he existed, but...
We are live. You guys aren't live. Right now, we're existing in this moment.
Yep.
We're in it.
And we're hoping to get some variety here and showing you some of the new maps, some of the new struggles, some of the new curse words we're going to learn and invent by playing this game.
We're going to bring our moment to you.
Yeah.
In your moment. You just relax and
watch. Take it easy.
Watch this pink wolf orc man.
It's a little bit of a nightmarish mixture of folklore here happening all at once. But yeah, I remember when I recorded season 1 of this, I called him the Hamburglar when I meant Grimace. You know, like when you watch something back,
yes,
and
he is Grimace.
You can't, like, I don't know, like there's been several occasions on this show where I say the complete wrong thing, but in my mind I know what I'm talking about. But it's just like when you have all this stimuli, I should say, it's really hard to kind of keep it all together. So I think this is pretty much like the season 2 copy. Oh, are you freaking kidding me?
How is it good?
Well, here, let's let everyone die first.
No, now you just gotta wait. Oh,
see, you gotta catch the axle just right.
Oh, you're in.
But I think this is like the season 2 version of Seesaw because it's not exactly the same.
They just messed it up.
Oh, I don't like how that's going. Nope, now I do. But yeah, so more castle theme, more knights, more medieval. And see, like, I think some people... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I'm good. Some people have figured out, or some people have already gotten the new skins. Excuse me.
Up late last night.
Yeah. Some people got gestures.
The video game, the
hot
Fall
dogs.
Guys sweats.
You know, those medieval hot dogs. It looks like this guy had a bunch of gold poured on his head. Maybe is that paying homage to Game of Thrones? You know, Daenerys' brother, huh? Khal Drogo, I'm looking at you. Oh, seesaws are aiming in different directions here? Have I not gotten this far before? Get up.
Oh, no.
Okay,
yeah,
we're good.
Now bail.
We're good.
Don't help those other people.
I know. Guys, we gotta work together on this one. Only 8 people have finished. Look at all these losers trying to...
Go.
Now it's time to go. No. Oh, I wasn't quick enough.
Oh my God, they got this one's like eating people because if you're good, if you're nice and trying to work as a team, you don't get over.
And there's somebody waiting.
You have to wait you have to wait back there. Go. You have to let someone. Oh no.
See,
I'm gonna wait for it. Wait for it right there. Fuck it.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right.
You have to be a vulture.
Oh, made it. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, wee! Don't try to grab me, toucan.
Yeah, get out of there. Those kids, you know what?
Go eat your Fruit Loops somewhere else.
The kids that try to keep other people out at the end get bullied at school, and that's why they do that.
Or they're police officers in the future police officers, basically.
Yeah, the kids who got bullied at school.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get into some shaky territory there.
You can't just
I just know I live in a town where they get excited when there's something to do. That's all I'll say.
Dude, small town cops are the worst.
Ooh, I don't know if this is a new version of Rollout, it looks like.
Like, at least big city cops are like, oh, I'm stressed out because of the crime and the murders. Like, the small town cops are like, I got bullied at school and I just want to drive around here and just pick on people.
It's just like, I'm just gonna see if I can steal some beers from some of these youngins just trying to make do.
Oh,
with-
you just can hang out here?
I mean, this is a slower moving one, it looks like.
Oh, now it's moving because more people are on it, maybe. Get off that. Oh, maybe not.
I always
Maybe
think
it's-
of these as like Homer Simpson donut stacks.
Oh, they so are. That's just
Okay.
the classic donut look. Boink.
Yeah, this is one I've never been
This is
particularly
interesting.
good at, just because like I panic, but just
It's disorienting.
just more practice with this game. It just really patience is a virtue, and it's just I don't know. I've just learned to just not freak out. I guess 10 have been eliminated already. Uh-oh, I don't like that. Don't bump into me, Sanic. Oh!
Ooh, that was like
I didn't
a
like
late-
how I jumped
Oh,
a
that's
little.
not doable.
Oh, dude!
Oh, that kid. Oh my God! That
see
kid
what he
just
did?
bullied you.
I really hope he
Wow.
I really hope he loses too.
What a bully.
Wow. We're all just here to have a good time.
Who did he learn that from?
I mean, I think I was just in the right place for that to happen, and he saw the opportunity. You know what I'm going to do today, kid? This evening is I'm going to make my own meal, and I'm going to go to bed in my own bed that I bought, and I'm going to enjoy it.
That kid wedgied you.
I know. He just took a straw and spit a big wad of spit at me.
You know what? He saw like, whoa, this guy's got some Pink Wolf season 2 beginner orc feet on.
Yeah.
I see my prey.
I like my orc feet, and it looks like I'm gonna
I
get
like
a
the orc
new
feet
like
too.
skin tone in the next level up. All right, there, Shane. You take a crack at it.
All right. Now we got new orc feet. I'm feeling confident.
Go after some filthy little hobbitses. Even though Gollum was never an orc.
Nah, he's a
really tormented.
He's a golem thing.
He's a Gollum thing. He's a really tormented, poor little hobbit.
Yeah, he
It's
is.
just been transformed over the years of neglect.
Natural
And
long life. Dude, I audiobook listened to the entire Dune series.
I almost did that. And it's like 11 hours long or something.
No, the first book is 20 hours. The second book is 9. The second book is the smallest one.
Oh, you know
the
what?
third
I
book
think-
is 18. The fourth one is 20 something. They're all like 18 to 20 hours, and I did 6 of them, and they were absolutely insane. I have worlds inside my brain. Like,
Oh my
can't
God,
stop
let's
thinking about
talk
Dune.
about that then,
Oh my
because
God,
the
it's-
only
the
affiliation
movie
I
got
have with
pushed back.
Huh?
The movie got pushed back.
Oh, like 2021.
Yeah, like all these
spring,
theaters
or-
are going to close because there's no new movies, and no new movies are going to come out because they're waiting for all the theaters to open.
Good luck on
ridiculous.
this one. I mean, this one's fine, but it's,
I'm in front. I'm fine.
Yep. But you have the crappy physics to deal with. Yep. See, like you should have landed on that just
Beautiful.
fine, but
Beautiful.
you still.
That's all right.
No, I loved playing the Command and Conquer style game of Dune 2000, I believe. And then I watched some like really crappy, like low budget Dune movie, where like the Atreides had like the.
There's only one movie, and it's
Is it the one I'm thinking of? Oh, there you go. You just got bumped.
yes.
It's
was
just like
for
everyone
free.
has like the blue eyes.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
That was the movie, but it was like
Oh, you're fine. Oh, okay.
I dodged that one.
Yeah, you did. So just keep going forward, and you can kind of master your directions. Because, oh, you might be all right here. There's Sonic waiting his turn. That'd be great.
Oh my
And
God.
I have lost before
On one of those.
by diving, and I was like pixels away from the finish line. And I guess the dude who was right next to me was the last one to get through, and I was just like, and it said eliminated as I'm in midair. Like it paused me, it freeze framed me in midair.
Love that.
Ashley heard me say some new sailor words right then and there. As she's just trying to read her little romantic comedy novel in her bed. I'm assuming that's what it was, because I think that's all women read.
See, that's the thing is I would have not read that amount of Dune. I love reading,
Yeah.
and that is a lot of hours. Like the first movie is only like going to be like the first half. Like it's a 2-part movie to do the first book.
Yeah.
And like
I might have
even then-
misremembered because maybe it said something was like 30 hours long. I saw it because like it's still like one credit because like I don't know how Audible works, but
No, just get
every once in a while I get
Overdrive.
like another credit.
Get Overdrive.
Yeah.
Get your public library stuff, or like you can find it like public library is where I did all of them other than the first one because it got really popular for a second because of the movie.
There you
And
go. Got a new checkpoint, by the way.
oh,
no.
are you serious?
You're fine. But yeah, I just saw that, like, because I was buying a few books. I had like 4
my
credits,
God.
so I'm just like, well, what do I want to listen to when I'm at work and stuff? And I saw that for a second and just was like, oh, good Lord, I could waste a ton of time on that. But it's one of those where I'm just like, I just loved playing the games. Do I want, like... It's more like basis for a story to kind of get in the way. Oh
my God.
Remember what I did?
Yep.
Just kind of have to wait for it on one of the sides.
I know. I keep getting knocked in. Like that time I was waiting and. Oh my God.
The thing is like you think you're not falling that far, but like you can just fall just a little bit, and then like your stupid body just can't handle the fall, and then you just fall over and die.
Are you serious?
You should be fine after this. I'm telling you. Okay. You might be all right. You might be all right. Look at you.
Oh, 28. Woo.
Shane here made it to round 3 for the first time.
You should listen to Dune. Like the first half, like people get turned off because like the first like 4 hours of the first audiobook, they just say a bunch of words and you know what they're saying. You're just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
They're saying like, what is a Gom Jabbar? Who are all these crazy houses? Like
Yeah, like for my, I don't know if it's more complicated than what I remember the game being, but isn't it just like 3 different civilizations? Like you got the Atreides, who are like, I guess the good guys. You got the Harkonnen, who I think are the bad guys. And then what's the Ordos?
Fremen. The Fremen is what it is
Okay.
the people. But
Yeah, the Fremen, but they're like kind of like the desert nomads, right?
they're the desert people, but they're like they're powerful.
Okay, what do we got here? Oh, this is just a bunch of blocks are going to come from that direction, and you just got to get out of the way. It's going to try to push you off the back. So I
Okay.
guess the further up you are, you kind of get more of a warning of what's coming. I think I always did the best because I just kind of stood near the front. But
Okay.
you do you, man. You do you.
No. Because I'm like, the main thing is I just don't want pushed, and that's
Yeah. Well, bottlenecking you. I love the banana and pajama look. I know that that's probably not exactly what he's going for, but it's like the same color scheme. No, so some guy did grab me. Oh, I don't think that's ever happened before.
That's a scooper killer.
That pattern right
It's
there.
a scooper killer, bro.
But no, somebody grabbed me. Yeah, I have to jump over that. Yeah. Somebody grabbed me when one of those came by. Oh, and you're just gonna do it to them. But like, I thought that I was needing to jump out of it. Oh, jive!
That fucker. He got me.
But,
like,
like-
I didn't know how to get away.
I was near the front and they grabbed me and I tried to jump out of it. You can hit circle too if you want.
Yep.
But then he like let go of me and I still jumped. And it somehow like I just jumped so far forward I fell off the front.
Oh my god.
go, "You
That's why I was trying
motherfucker."
to. That's why I was trying to gimp him. Like he was just so close to the front. Like I'm just gonna grab you.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember from the game though, like when you're the Atreides, like that's like the special extra people you can enlist in your army as the
Yeah.
Fremen.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
can't they like be invisible or something? Or is that just a dumb thing of the game?
They're like the best like warrior and like fighter like people ever because they like because
Okay.
like the whole like it's really good. You should listen to it. But it's like kind of like the whole thing is based on there's a spice that all these
Right.
different people like there's like these 3 big entities that kind of exist that can it's very much so like a Game of Thrones, like different houses and different things control different things,
or
and
like
people have
Avatar if you
plots.
want it to.
Right, like
you know.
plots against each other, and people have it's one of those where it's kind of, but it comes down to is there's a spice that everyone wants because it makes you live a lot longer, and certain people, when they take a ton of this drug, like can like see into the future or like recall past lives and their genetics.
Oh, that's a cool aspect. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like everything kind of revolves around this spice drug, and it exists on Dune, the planet where these giant fucking worms are the ones that make
with graboids.
They're humongous worms that make the spice, and they have to harvest the spice, and there's like desert people, and they're like, they got blue eyes because you're addicted to spice, but Fremen, like it's in everything because it exists in the desert, and they like are like these warrior people.
Well,
and
just
they,
your freaking harvesters that have to go out and collect the spice. So you have money to build up your armies in the game.
Dude, the harvesters get eaten straight up by a worm.
Yeah,
and they have spotters that go out with the harvesters and shit.
You just want to get run over by 2 balls right there.
Oh no. And
I just remember from the game though, whenever there was one, it was worm sign.
Worm sign. Yep.
Worm sign.
Worm sign, dude.
Oh.
No. Oh.
Whoop. It's just a nice little propulsion forward, that little dive. It's useful sometimes.
That's like one of the best like starts of the whole thing is like the Atreides are out when they just get the planet.
Jump at the top of this. Oh, there you go. Ooh. A ton of people finishing here at the end. You should be good. Oh, I want the horse costume. And the cactus. There's just so many cool skins out here.
41st, 42nd.
Aren't they electric too? Like they're the worms, like
no, that's like fire inside because they has to be dry for the worms to live. Like it has to be super, super dry, and they are like these giant, like almost like nuclear reactors almost, where they take in spice and sand and like blow out like pure oxygen, like that kind of like crazy.
I didn't know
shit.
that the spice came from the worms because like the game they always just had like little ground eruptions, like it was just erupt from the ground.
That's a spice blow.
Yeah.
No.
So it's just like a worm shitting it out.
No, a spice blow is like, dude, you want to hear?
Oh, this is another jinx mode.
Hear some fucking Doom lore right now.
Okay. Well, that's what
a spice blow.
Shane,
a spice blow is when. So
tell me all about the spice blows.
So, all right. So
just stay up there. I was just gonna say, like, kind of a carryover for some dumb joke we were trying to get to work in the first episode was like, imagine we're single, and like I'm like, Shane, let's do a Let's Play channel and get all the chicks, so we can talk about Magic the Gathering and all the new decks and all the cool stuff. Oh, and what about Dune? I can't wait to tell my girl.
All right.
About all the spice blows that she's gonna get.
A spice blow is these things that turn into the worms are called sand trout.
Oh, damn. How did he get you?
I don't know. They're called sand trout, and sand trout eat up the moisture in an ecosystem, so that when the moisture is less, then they can start changing into full-on worms.
Oh, get it. Oh, someone got them. Shane's playing, so I'm trying to get him to tell.
Oh my god.
A super in-depth lore.
Okay.
Oh
and
god,
so
it's 1-1.
And so when like they start eating up enough moisture in areas,
are you freaking kidding me?
It creates like a pressure differential underground, and it's like a pre-spice mass. And those pre-spice masses, when they like, is basically like sea trout or sand trout in the area changing the shit, and then the spice erupts to the surface and stuff, and like people collect it to use it. But then it also attracts worms, and the worms also like they like are attracted to the spice, but they also like produce it as part of the ecosystem. So it's like this like it's this like two-sided thing of like evolution and like how an ecosystem has to work to make this spice, where like they take the pre-spice material, but then they like also are attracted to areas where the spice is at because it's more likely to have pre-spice mass and other things that feed the ecosystem. It's fucking cool.
I'm sure that's like the first thing the author thought of when he was writing all that stuff.
Dude, I have no idea. But
let's create an ecosystem on this planet,
dude,
that makes it feasible to have this valuable thing constantly being made, and then let's get a bunch of people to fight over it.
Dude, what's his name? The inventor of computer science. He wrote code for computers that didn't exist. Like, that's like the whole thing is like he thought of computer science before there was a machine to do computer science. He's like, if there was a machine that could take a number and then multiply it by an entire other set of numbers and then do it in a sequence, and then how would I teach this machine that doesn't exist to do that?
Yeah. I'm sure that's what George Lucas did. He's like, what if there was like a world where people couldn't influence this, and they had to make a science-y background to it by calling it a fucking metachlorian, but that didn't come till later. But he's like, people can manipulate the universe around him by manipulating the energy between all living things, and then let's have a good and a bad side. There we go. There's a basis for my new story that's totally original.
Oh, dude. George Lucas for sure read Dune, because why wouldn't he? He would love that shit. He would love that shit. Everyone, like, that's like most art is like people totally do that. And that's like what you're... The smartest thing, the best thing or smartest thing George Lucas ever did was like get toy rights versus taking his money up front.
Yeah.
George Lucas is... He's
climbing up.
He's legit, but just like he thought of as an idea, like Frank Herbert or making these books in the 50s, or like dudes that wrote like Orson Welles and shit, you know what I mean? Or even the Cthulhu stuff. That stuff still, people still talk about that, and that's still a thing, and that was written so long ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What I find interesting too, and I don't know if George Lucas has explicitly said it, but like he wanted to take a nice cross between Western and Eastern culture.
Okay.
Where you have your knights.
But you have like some kind of like...
your Jedi Knight essentially, but then you also have like your... where is it? But you also have like your spiritual side and your calming samurai. Like it's like between like Middle Eastern. It's like your English knight in shining armor kind of thing mixed with like the samurai aspect and just one with the universe and the energy of the world.
No, I totally see that lens, because that's like if I was going to describe Dune in a lot less words and talking about pre-spice blows and the melange and the makers and shit, would be just like it's like a quote sci-fi book, but it's like the most like Game of Thronesy type stuff ever, where it's about like interactions between people and houses and philosophy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like that's what like the main part of the book is, and it's like some high concept sci-fi stuff built in, and that's like the same way with like Star Wars or anything else, where it's like if you're telling a good story, it doesn't necessarily is like a slave to the genre, you know?
Or how like nerdy it sounds, and like, you know what, I embrace being considered a nerd now, just because I don't know, you give me a good story.
I like to read.
It keeps me out of trouble, like, you know, like it gives me something else to do, so I don't fart around with terrible substances for my body and go do dumb things that drain my wallet.
Stories are everything. I don't know. That's like, at least I have like two things that like, if you want to get hype, like
that's how Bran got elected the new king of
dude, like
freaking Game of Thrones world. He had the best story.
Minimally philosophical is like just legit, where it's like stories are everything, and like a lot of things are negotiations, where it's just like stories are kind of everything. This game, like, it's fun because it has like a fun story, and like why it's like got first like on streaming.
5 or 6
Dude, you railed that one. Like why this is fun, and like you can like describe this to someone and like explain the experience, and you get a certain thing out of it, and that's exactly. It's exactly why I don't want to have to see Dune in like super IMAX. I wish like it's like even if the movie graphics look crappy, or like I'm watching it at home or whatever, it's like tell a good story and like make me feel enough, some things, and connect with me on a general human level.
It's the same thing with video games for me. Like if it's good enough, it completely immerses you in what's going on, and you don't care about the terrible effects or the terrible graphics in a game. Like
a lot of times the control and the feel and the emotion, the
I've
the
never
controls
played this
are a
one,
lot
by the
too.
way. I don't know what this is. So I'm assuming I have to get to climb up a bunch of shit.
Oh, you have to make paths. So some people have to make it, and some people have to take advantage of other people making it.
Oh, okay. So we have to make stairs.
See, no one's gonna want
to. Okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and climb up here. Don't. Okay. Do I just...
You can push stuff, yeah. But you have to push bigger blocks closer, and people are just abusing it.
Oh, people can make it from here.
Not really, can they?
Look at that.
There you go. Now move one for yourself, maybe.
Okay. So I'm going to push this a little closer.
Can you grab it?
A lot of these people are mad. No.
Oh, he moved it further away.
You dumbass. I'm gonna help. Will that be my downfall? I don't know. I've never been able to master that. Like grabbing from like a midair jump. Oh, I did it. Get up. Now we're gonna take advantage of the people who already built a good way up. Oops.
Maybe.
If people will let me.
You got to get ahead of the crowd.
Let me jump up and grab.
You got to get ahead of the crowd. Or
I know, before it gets
out.
way too... Ooh, look at that. I made it. No! Okay, somebody like grabbed me and it like glitched out. Hey, look at this. Yeah. Just want to wave.
Get in there.
That always gets you a little antsy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
That was lucky. Because people just like don't want to help and they self-sabotage it. It's like they're just really good at pinning you against each other.
Yeah. But, so kind of going back to what we were talking about a little bit was, there is a line though, if the effects are way too bad, it can just really take you right out.
Yeah, as long as they like make it, but that's the thing is even 8-bit, even 16-bit or whatever,
that works.
That's what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
that there's not, it depends on like what they're doing with it, because if they're like trying to do 3D graphics and make them look crappy, it's like, okay, well I understand you made this game, but unless your game is about the 3D graphics or being super distracting, then like you're not telling me a story other than like,
Yeah.
because I've played so many
tail tag.
16-bit games where you feel fully immersed and you totally forget you're like Pokemon. I
Yeah.
can sink so many hours into Pokemon and be like, I don't even notice that it's on a Game Boy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and like you don't even realize you're holding something and looking at it. You're in the world.
In it, because it's telling you a story.
Oh,
and
I
there's
have a
things to
tail
do,
already.
and, like,
I gotta keep my tail. People are gonna come after me for my tail.
yep.
But what was I gonna say? Cause nope. Whee! Get up.
Just
get
run, and they shouldn't be able to get you.
I
Right?
know. I'm just gonna run in circles. Wait, what happened? I
You're
wasn't
so-
even close
wow,
to you.
We're not even close. Now you got to get one.
Yeah, here, he just fell over, so let me, Oh, and I just totally mashed the R button. Come here. Got it. Mine. What?
Wow,
See
you
what
got it
I'm
right.
talking about? I'm just gonna mash the R button when I'm close to somebody and see if the lag works for me in my favor. And then this he's away from his controller. He's just standing there. There's someone with a tail. Do you have a tail? Yes, you do. Gimme. Mine. Well, you
Just
saw
run.
me.
Oh,
Ah,
what?
Jesus.
He was so far away.
I'm not liking this.
You can get him right there. Yep.
Got it. Well,
Wow, you can grab it right back.
I don't think that should be possible. I think
Yeah,
that's a little BS. Mine.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, monkey ball. Super monkey ball. Come here.
Yeah. Oh, Super Monkey Ball. That's a good one.
Oh, we can play
Get
that
it,
for
get
sure.
it. Oh, what?
I'm gonna cut you off. Oh, I totally grabbed you.
Yeah, you did.
I grabbed you. I'm gonna die.
Wow, you had it and it didn't unstick
Do you
itself.
see? It gave me the target
Yep,
to
you
grab
had a
on
hold
and
of it.
everything.
Wow.
See, this frustrating controls of this game that just don't make sense.
That was right there.
God, I feel like we're on a roll on the topic there. What were we
Grabbing tails.
going on before that though? I can't remember.
I don't know. That was intense. That was an intense move.
All right, we'll let you finish off this episode by one last hurrah if you get a good, decent
one
run.
last one. We'll see.
Oh, what I was gonna say was Ashley and I, back when like more people did Redbox, and I don't know if Redbox is still really a thing, but we just decided to be adventurous, and we saw some kind of movie that looked like it was in the horror genre, and I was like, okay, cool, I haven't heard of it, but let's just go ahead and rent it. And I think we got like 30 minutes into it, immediately like recognized that it was some like student-made film or something, which I'm always like open to that kind of thing, because, you know, I'm sure you know, if Earl would ever want to show up, Earl, no. He's always telling us about some of these like smaller feature films that don't like get the big box office release or something, but you know, that are good. And, you know, but this one, so we gave it a chance, but number one, the costumes were so bad and so cheap looking. Like this dude had like a top hat that looked like it was made out of paper. Like you did, like when you made like Abraham Lincoln's paper hat in second grade.
Yeah.
And the acting was terrible. The camera was okay, but yeah, you want to jump right on the axle, but it just took us completely out. I don't even, and the premise was kind of stupid. You can make that jump if you want.
What the hell, dude?
He's like, you look like me, except for I have tail feathers. But the premise was like so bad. It's just like, apparently like when you die, like in this village, it's like it took place in like the 1600s or something, you know. So like, either it was like Pilgrim times or 1700s, colonial times or something. But like apparently like when you died, and if somebody's watching this ever one day,
oh my God, R.I.P.
knows what I'm talking about. But basically when you die, you get in this line and there's like some dude that is just sitting at a desk.
Oh my God, I cannot believe I didn't get that one.
Yeah, you're good. But once it's your turn to get to the front of the line, the dude is just like, okay, so now that you're dead, you can be in any book that you want. And like you pick any book and then you can just
this
be
is bizarre.
and then that's just your reality, is like whatever book you choose to be in the world of, that's your reality from now on. And that's where you live the rest of your life, is in whatever fantasy world book you've wanted to be part. I don't know. I was like, but the way he was explaining it to this little girl who had just passed away or something was just so, it just made me laugh out loud.
Oh yeah.
Like,
no, they knew what they were doing.
He's
They
like
super cheese.
He's like, so little girl, you want to be in a book? You want to be in a book? What book do you want to be in? Or something.
no.
I'm like, oh God.
My God. I like just the longest fall animation ever.
Yeah, you just rolled down that hill pretty good. But yeah, so Ashley and I just looked at each other at the same moment, and like I just, without even saying words, I just reached for the remote and just turned it off. I was like, nope, that's it. All right, this is gonna be close, but you got it. You got it. I like the alien skin too.
Ooh, 42nd.
Nicely done,
Shrek.
sir.
I keep thinking of Shrek skin.
Kind of looks like some kind of swamp monster skin for sure. Oh yeah, kind of that one that's kind of above, like next to that duck, the white duck or whatever. I'll zoom in on it when I edit.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it because I keep thinking I'm like that's Shrek.
Or like that's like the top of the orc costume that we got the feet for.
Yep, I bet
you that's what it is. What's next? What kind of new crazy random game are we gonna play? I kind of liked the fruit one, like the matching of the fruit. That was kind of a fun one, even though there's not a lot of skill to it. Because like with that one, you can just go with wherever the crowd's going. If you really are lost and you're like, oh shit, I don't remember where that fruit is, you just go where everyone else goes and you're fine. Because that's not one where you can really bait someone to the wrong direction, because you're going to be the only one. I like the little...
Oh my God, are you serious? I'm behind the only dude that's not moving.
Yeah. Just kind of ran your face right in there. Oh, Shane, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this one's probably over. If I nail everything else
it's not over until it's over. Here's the revolving door hallway of death. But you're kind of in a good spot because you control the doors now, because if you're in the crowd, then it's just a mess. Like, they've got people working against each other. Like this shit. Like, what's happening here? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh my God. No, that sealed it for me.
You never know. I feel like this one's a little different. I don't remember these hammers being at the end. This could be tough for some people to make it through.
Like me?
Yeah, okay. Is this a slow death?
R.I.P. I nailed that. I nailed the slippery stuff last time.
Yeah. That's a hard one. I don't think I've ever gotten that version of it. Well, we talked about some good stuff. Got into some really esoteric Dune lore.
Oh, yeah, once the movie
Fantasy
comes up, maybe once you guys listen to this, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about now. The movie's out.
Yeah. will they get that in depth, or did we just spoil the entire thing for you?
Nah.
I'm trying to get out of this, but yeah. So, I mean, we'll of course continue playing more of this later on when we feel like it. So we're going to probably get into some spooky stuff coming up. So stay tuned for some more great Zero Sigma content, or whatever you want to call it. Shane, it was fun.
Good stuff. I'm glad I got to play some Fall Guys.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Later.